The economic rebellion, how Black women are transforming rejection into revolution. Good evening, everyone. I'm LeAnne Dolce, host of the Soft Girl Era podcast, and tonight I'm going to share something that will fundamentally challenge how you think about power, resilience, and the future of our economy. What I'm about to share comes from my recent deep dive with Shachrista Caldwell, one of the most brilliant economic minds of our generation. Shachrista isn't just an analyst. She's a visionary who has spent the last decade meticulously documenting how Black women are quietly rewriting the rules of economic engagement in America. Her groundbreaking research has been cited by the Federal Reserve, featured in every major business publication, and has transformed policy discussions across the country. But what makes her truly exceptional is her ability to see patterns where others see only chaos, to recognize revolution where others see only struggle. I want to begin with a statistic that stopped me cold when Shachrista first shared it. In April 2025, Black women lost 106,000 jobs in a single month. Not 10,000, not even 50,000. 106,000 jobs vanished. Their unemployment rate shot from 5.1% to 6.1% in just 30 days. And here's the kicker: this happened while the overall economy added 175,000 jobs. Let that sink in. When America was celebrating economic growth, Black women were experiencing economic devastation. This wasn't a minor fluctuation or statistical anomaly. It was the largest job loss of any demographic group. If this were the whole story, I'd be delivering a very different talk tonight. But what Shachrista revealed next completely flipped the script. At the exact same moment that Black women are being systematically pushed out of traditional employment, they are creating their own economic ecosystems at unprecedented rates. Women now start nearly half, 49% of all new businesses in America, representing a staggering 69% increase since 2019. And Black owned businesses are more likely to be started by women than by men. This isn't just adaptation. This isn't just resilience. This is rebellion. When the front door slams shut, most people look for a window. Black women are building entirely new houses. Why is this happening? Is it merely a response to discrimination? A last desperate resort when traditional employment fails? That's a narrative we're often fed, but it misses something profound. What if this entrepreneurial surge represents something far more revolutionary? What if rather than simply reacting to exclusion, Black women are proactively rejecting a system that was never designed for their success? What if they're not just building businesses, but pioneering entirely new models of economic participation that better serve their communities and their own definitions of fulfillment? Let me introduce you to Ayana Johnson. For 12 years, Ayana climbed the corporate ladder at one of America's leading tech companies, often finding herself the only Black woman in leadership meetings. During the pandemic era focus on racial equity, things briefly improved. But as DEI initiatives were quietly dismantled, she found herself increasingly marginalized. When corporate restructuring came, it disproportionately affected Black employees. Ayana lost her senior position despite consistently exceeding performance metrics. Now, conventional wisdom would suggest that Ayana should polish her resume, tap her network, and find another corporate position. Instead, she did something radical. She founded Access Tech, a platform providing affordable technology training specifically designed for underserved communities. The obstacles were immense. Black women receive less than 1% of venture capital, not 10%, not 5%, less than 1%. The tech industry's hostility to diversity is legendary, but Ayana leveraged her network and expertise, securing initial funding through a combination of crowdfunding and grants targeting women entrepreneurs. By 2025, Access Tech had trained over 5,000 individuals from underrepresented groups, with 78% successfully finding employment in the tech sector or starting their own tech related businesses. The company has partnered with 15 major tech companies, secured $3.2 million in second round funding, and expanded to 8 cities nationwide. This isn't just a success story, it's a blueprint for how targeted tech education can address both unemployment and the tech diversity gap simultaneously. It's a testament to what becomes possible when Black women build for themselves rather than begging for inclusion in spaces that weren't designed for them. Maya Williams tells a similar story of transformation. After 15 years in healthcare administration, Maya hit a ceiling despite her advanced degrees and proven track record. When hospital consolidation eliminated her position in early 2024, she faced a crossroads. Rather than seeking another administrative role where she'd likely face the same barriers, Maya founded Wellness Circle, a community based health education and services company targeting underserved neighborhoods. The challenges were daunting: lack of startup capital, skepticism about her business model, and the need to build trust in communities with historical reasons to be wary of healthcare initiatives. Maya's solution was brilliantly tailored to these realities. She implemented a hybrid model combining fee for service wellness programs with grant funded community education. She partnered with local churches and community centers to establish presence and credibility. And crucially, she hired exclusively from within the communities she served. Within 18 months, Wellness Circle established operations in 5 predominantly Black neighborhoods, created jobs for 23 community health workers, 20 of whom are Black women, and improved health outcomes for over 1,200 program participants. The company secured a $750,000 grant from a major healthcare foundation, reduced emergency room visits among participants by 32%, and created a scalable model that other communities are now adopting. Beyond the direct health benefits, Wellness Circle has become an important employer of Black women in the healthcare space, providing living wages and career advancement opportunities in communities where such opportunities are scarce. Then there's Tasha Montgomery. Throughout her 12-year career in traditional banking, Tasha observed how financial products were rarely designed with Black women's specific needs and circumstances in mind. Her layoff in 2024, which came despite consistently exceeding performance metrics, became the catalyst for addressing this gap. Tasha founded Wealth Legacy, a financial education platform specifically designed for Black women. She faced the triple challenge of industry skepticism about her target market, personal financial strain during the startup phase, and the need to overcome deeply entrenched mistrust of financial institutions within many Black communities. Her approach was culturally specific and innovative. Tasha develop financial education content that addressed the specific challenges and goals of Black women. She implemented a tiered service model that made basic financial education accessible for free while offering premium services for those ready to invest. And she created strategic partnerships with Black owned banks and credit unions. By early 2025, Wealth Legacy had reached over 25,000 Black women, helping them collectively save over $4.2 million dollars and start investment accounts totaling more than $1.7 million. Dollars. The platform has been featured in major financial publications, secured a book deal for Tasha, and developed partnerships with 5 historically Black colleges and universities to provide financial education to students. These stories reveal something profound about the nature of entrepreneurship among Black women. This is an entrepreneurship born merely of necessity, though necessity is certainly present. This is entrepreneurship born of vision, of seeing gaps in systems that weren't designed with Black women in mind and creating new systems that serve not just individual entrepreneurs, but entire communities. As Shachrista so eloquently put it during our interview, when Black women build businesses, they rarely build just for themselves. They build doorways where there were once walls. The data supports this observation. Between 2019 and 2023, Black women owned businesses saw average revenues increase by 32.7%. This growth demonstrates not just resilience, but the ability to thrive and build wealth outside traditional employment structures. But here's where we need to be honest with ourselves. Individual success stories, as inspiring as they are, cannot and should not distract us from the systemic barriers that remain. The fact that Black women are creating their own opportunities doesn't absolve our economic system from its failures of inclusion. The dual reality persists. Black women face an unemployment rate of 6.1% compared to just 3.3% for white women. This stark disparity highlights persistent systemic barriers in traditional employment. So, what do we do with this information? How do we honor both the extraordinary entrepreneurial achievements of Black women and acknowledge the persistent inequities they face? I believe the answer lies in recognizing that this isn't just about business, it's about freedom, economic freedom, creative freedom, the freedom to define success on your own terms rather than contorting yourself to fit into systems that were never designed for your flourishing. This is the revolution hiding in plain sight. Black women aren't just starting businesses, they're pioneering new models of economic participation that prioritize community impact alongside profit, that value collaboration over competition, that measure success not just in dollars, but in lives transformed. And this revolution demands not just our attention, but our action. If you're an investor, where's your money going? If you're a policymaker, who are your policies designed to serve? If you're a consumer, whose businesses are you supporting? The entrepreneurial rebellion led by Black women isn't just changing their lives, it's offering us all a blueprint for a more equitable, more innovative, more human economy. An economy where success isn't defined by how well you can conform to existing systems, but by how boldly you can imagine and create new ones. So I challenge you tonight, don't just admire this revolution from afar, participate in it, fund it, champion it, learn from it. Because the future of our economy isn't being written in boardrooms or legislative chambers. It's being written by women who were told no and responded by creating their own yes. As Audre Lorde reminded us, the master's tools will never dismantle the master's house. Black women entrepreneurs aren't trying to renovate a house that wasn't built for them. They're building entirely new structures, structures with more doors, more windows, more room for everyone to thrive. And that is a revolution worth joining. Thank you